Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the All About Favor channel. I am your host, Pastor KZ. Thank you all current subscribers for your continued support. And if you're watching for the first time, please consider subscribing. Also, at the end of the video, always hit the thumbs up, like the video, share the video with other people, and leave me some comments down below in the comments section. Or you can continue to email me at walkinfavor61@yahoo.com. Today is Friday. I try to say Food for Thought Friday because I want to leave you at the end of the week with something thought-provoking. Yesterday, I read the email from the wife who is sick of one of my favorite subscribers, the one I always say boy bye to, the work husband. She's done, y'all. Now, after I read that and last night I got to thinking about that email and thinking about that situation. You know what? I think today's topic is going to be taking on other people's baggage. Yesterday I was talking about letting go, releasing someone. Today let's just talk for a moment about taking on other people's baggage. You know what? What happened with the wife in the email yesterday? She decided that she was not going to take on his baggage. I want to ask a question on this thought-provoking Friday. Are you taking on other people's baggage? See, taking on other people's baggage, it weighs you down. It weighs you down and it puts an unnecessary burden and unnecessary stress in your spirit. Now, as she said in her email yesterday, since he don't want me and he's not in love with me, let me move on to somebody else who might want. I just want to be done with this. I don't want to take on the responsibility of co-parenting his child that he had with another woman. I'm just done. I am asking you today, somebody else out there might have this same situation. Are you just done with taking on other people's baggage? Now, when I say other people's baggage, it could be your own children's, your grown children's baggage you taking on. Some of you got these children, every time they get in a jam, they don't have no coping skills. They running home to mom and daddy to solve this problem or for a resolution. They don't have the skills, or they just don't want to be held accountable for their lives. And you as mama and daddy, you still coddling and taking on your grown children's baggage. Sometimes you got to let them go. You got to let your children sink or swim out there. It ain't like, I'm not talking about the ones who have children who are sick and really going through a transition and it's like, hey mom, can I come home a couple of months till I get my place? I'm not talking about that situation. I'm talking about situations where you know your adult children is just, they're not trying to do what they need to do. It's nothing physically or mentally wrong with them. You just carrying them. When do you stop carrying other people's baggage? You don't have to carry your husband's baggage. You don't have to carry your wife's baggage, your siblings. Some of you got siblings always in something. Whenever they call you, you know it's because they in a jam. When you gonna stop? See, sometimes when you stop, it forces them to do what they need to do, rather than always let me ask you a question. If you got sick and went in the hospital, or you had a mental breakdown and had to go for counseling or go away for a while, what you think they're gonna do? They're gonna figure it out. Or worse than that, what happens when mama dies or daddy dies and transitions? Guess what? The adult children, the grandchildren begin to figure out how to make it on their own without you. I'm just trying to help somebody today. Letting go is not easy, but you have got to do it. Just like I love this story in the Bible where it talks about the eagle has stirred its nest. Now, see, it's metaphorically done scripturally. However, it means something. You know, we can preach it all different kind of ways and get you excited and all of that. But a lot of people miss the story behind the story. And it's about, you got the eagles, and baby eagles have come. And the mom and daddy say it's time to push them on out the nest. They got to learn how to fly on their own. They got to learn how to go get their food. We have brought food to them and dropped it in their beak. We fed them. We've housed them. So now we got to stir this nest up and tear it up. Kind of like, your spare bedrooms that you keeping available every time he or she come back home to stay. You know what? Turn that into a man cave. Turn that into your she shed room or something. Then they'll realize, oh, mama, you took the beds down? Sure did. Sure did. And you ain't sleeping out my sofa. You know what I'm saying? So the eagle stirred the nest. And now the baby birds got to fly. But see, while they were out flying, trying to make it on their own, flapping their wings, what you miss in the story is the daddy, the male. He was flying up under the radar. Just in case they fell, he was going to be right there to catch them. See, that's the story. You can be there to catch somebody as they're falling. But what you don't have to do is put them on your back and carry them. Let them try to make it on their own. So I know letting go is not easy, but in the case of this particular email from yesterday, this is no longer a marriage. All that man is doing is he's staying in the house with her. He's living there, not really interacting with her. He's constantly pining away for another woman. And now he got a child that's going to be coming over there to get his visitation. And this woman decided, I'm not taking on his baggage. I'm not interested in none of this anymore. I'm definitely not interested in his outside child or his mother, who my husband is in love with. I'm sick of him, and his baggage does not belong to me. That's it, y'all. Other people's baggage does not belong to you. You know what? Everybody has different sizes of baggage. You might have a cosmetic size bag. You might have a backpack. You might have a carry-on bag. And you might have a medium-sized piece of luggage. Or you might have this big piece of luggage. Or some of y'all got a trunk full of baggage. You know what? It's not other people's responsibility to carry your baggage, and it's certainly not your responsibility to carry other people's baggage. That's just going to break you down. And I guarantee you, once you decide to let go so that somebody else can be released and be free to make their own mistakes, make their own choices, once you decide this baggage does not belong to me. Remember, I did a couple of shows a while back, other people's stuff. This is other people's baggage, and it does not belong to you. Let it go so you can grow, and so that you can have peace, and so that you're not weighted down and burdened down with junk don't have nothing to do with you. Free yourself. Free yourself. Get yourself focused, get yourself centered, find your balance, find your peace and your joy. Get your smile back. It's coming back. It's coming back. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You're going to have a little knocks and bruises. You're going to have some days the tears come. But hey, have your cry. Pick yourself up. And each day it's going to get better for you. Have a wonderful Friday. Again, just left you with some food for thought. I'll see you back tomorrow for a brief pop-in.